Hey, what's up, guys? My boy Loki Gotcha dropped a video saying the Kuro Games devs are now viewbotting creators. Now that is a very that's a very, that's a very sensitive topic. So it's like Trio is in. So I'll delay this video to not make my video eat up any of his views. Probably 2-3 days later after he made this before it comes out, but it's kind of interesting. It's something that I want to see what is happening here because, like, this is very. There's many times where these dumb idiots say that I am viewbotting my videos, and I'm like, bro, if I'm viewbotting my videos, why would I make 1,000 views, which is something that is normal for my channel? Why did I decide to go for 10,000 views? And why did I would just go for 10,000 subscribers instead? Because that would be much more valuable than 10,000 views. I don't remember who said it to begin with. Oh shit. It was a politician stuff. Like, the things that they normally blame you for are the things that normally happen that they normally do. And this is where we're saying that Kuro devs are viewbotting their own content creators. Let's get into it.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna watch this entire thing, but I do want to give my take on the whole Kuro viewbotting situation, because some people are sweeping this under the rug as like a minor thing, a very minute issue, but there's definitely...
Yes, Loki, they always do that. Whenever something bad happened on the Kuro side, they always make it look like a minor inconvenience, a slight issue. There's a little bit of power creep in whatever ways. It's a minor power creep. It's not really that big of a deal. Anytime it happens in Hoyo, it's the end of the world. It's a crisis. It's always extreme when it happens on Hoyo side. But if it happens on Kuro side, it's a slight misinconvenience. It's just not that big of a deal. Let's move on, people.
Some fallout, and there's a lot of truth to what's going on. So Smack made a video. The Kuro Games viewbotting situation is true, and I'll prove it. Basically, let's see if he says
and you say, yeah, sure, go for it. And so what happens is, give it about 48 hours or so, you start to see your video just spike the hell up. Now, what's odd about this is that you don't get an increase in pay. You don't even get an increase in likes.
That's one thing, right? That's one thing to know. If your video has been viewbotted, you won't see an increase in pay, right? If I see a video pop off at 300,000 views and I haven't had anything close to that before, I'm expecting to see $600, $700, $800, right? Depending on whatever the the CPM is around that time of year. But like, you definitely should expect.
I did not know that what if you're viewbotting and you just add views, you don't get any money to it. So then there's no why would I viewbot then? Because everybody Kurobots always complain that I viewbot. Why would I do that then if it doesn't benefit me one bit? Like, I have no issue with me being a small content creator. I haven't said that plenty of time. Like, I have no issues with it. If I wanted to blow up as a content creator, I literally made the guide. I'll just do the exact same things Max and RB is doing, because I will do a hell of a lot better job than him. Like, I can come here and say, guys, I quit Genshin Impact for Wuthering Waves, and I will explain why I do it right now. Wuthering Waves has touched something in me that I have never experienced before. The peak storytelling from 2.7 was so great, it was better than anything that I have ever experienced in Genshin Impact. the way they tie things together, the way they add the characters to the story, bring back old characters that were not utilized in the story before, was on a level that I've never seen before. Wuthering Waves did something that was revolutionary towards the Genshin Impact on Hoyoverse and gacha space in general by making sure that the weapon banner is guaranteed, never done before in history, and will never be achieved ever again by any other gacha game. It's not like the other gacha games that are coming out is gonna have no 50-50 and no gacha period. But you kind of see what I'm saying here. Like, if I wanted to, and then there's viewbotting here, which he's saying. So if there's viewbotting on this side, why wouldn't it incentivize me to go to whatever side? Because I'm not doing it for the money. I don't need the money. That's why I'm honest when I make my content. It may seem a little bit toxic to whatever players if I log on their game like that, but I'm just gonna say the truth. Like, the predatory things, the bad things that have been happening in whatever from 2.0. From 2.0, ever since they introduced the gilded night market, ever since they put an anniversary and they say screw you, because I can guarantee you this, I was never anticipating that Wuthering Waves was gonna be the game that was not going to give us a free 5-star standard character. If you had tell me that beforehand, I would say you're screwing yourself. Literally. Like, they just dropped the ball ever since the anniversary, and it has been a downhill spiral from there. And because these big content creators keep glazing over all the glaring issues that are in Wuthering Waves, it has gotten to this point. And the reason why they're being honest right now and actually talking about these things is because Kuro Games is not paying them as much as they were before. That's why. Look at it. Ever since, when did Tecton stop doing whatever his content? The moment, and he said it, the moment that he said that he didn't cover the story because him and Kuro couldn't come to an agreement and how much he should be paid, which means that Kuro Games was trying to pay him less and he wasn't accepting that, so he decided to hold out. It's about the money. And this is why I say people like Tecton love Genshin Impact more than they do Wuthering Waves, because Tecton play Genshin Impact without being sponsored. But Tecton had to pay Kuro while being sponsored. That says a lot. What says something is not what you say, it's what you did. And that's what he did. They're all in it for the money. Look what happened with Ethereal Restart. As soon as Ethereal Restart are not paying them as much, all of a sudden the AI come out. Like, Wuthering Waves is not using AI, which I completely debunked, by the way.
A increase.
That goes. And so my goal here is to pretty much provide clarification.
Okay, first thing, right? Ekman made a video on the situation and it got like heavily dislike bombed, right? Wuthering Waves is botting views. Now, this is one of those things where people are just going to automatically write this off as doom posting, right?
Yes, it is. Why is everybody challenging me for the tab situation here? What is this? What is this, Loki? What is this? Everybody, it seems like everybody want to come at me for tabs right now. What is this, Loki? But anyways, yeah, you can't talk bad about Wuthering Waves because people get a little bit too emotional when you talk bad about Wuthering Waves.
So many companies can commit the most egregious acts ever, and a lot of these people are going to take it as you're just doom posting, you have an agenda, this isn't true, without any factual evidence on their side, right? So I mean, I haven't seen them.
Facts? No, whatever it is. I'm not gonna say the entire whatever it is community, but toxic whatever it is players don't believe in facts, my guy. Like, The gacha revenue states it, obviously. Gacha revenue works with numbers, and they believe it's fake. And gacha revenue work with numbers. So, no, they don't believe in facts, my guy. They work in fields crafting. Like Saint Tontas when he was going after Maggie, because they didn't want to accept that that Azani is 15% stronger than every other DPS before, except Carlotta. They don't want to admit that.
But apparently it was a decent video.
Because the viewership that he has doesn't necessarily like amount to high like ratios. Like he's not gonna have 2,000 likes on a video that's only got 4,000 views, unfortunately. You know what sucks about this is that the entirety of this video, anybody with a brain and common sense, if you watch it all the way through, he's being very neutral, very, very fair, and he's providing information based on personal experiences, as well as being objective in a number of points. He's not like throwing the creators under the bus. Many times he mentions that like he's not saying that they're guilty of it, but he's saying it's most certainly a very fishy thing that's occurring. The fact that it happened to 3 different creators, it was actually a pretty damn good video. And so all 124 people who thumbed this down, in my like analysis, are a bunch of fucking idiots and morons who just don't know how to watch a video through because they lack common sense. So that's enough.
Or you just have this blind loyalty to the company, and you just need to get over that. You really.
Yeah, screw you, Loki. Because that's exactly what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, they just have this need to just defend anything that Wuthering do. Like Wuthering can do no wrong. Meanwhile, they're screwing over Wuthering. It's a game that I did enjoy and I like playing, but like it's just gotten so shit because they made so much shit slide. Because they're just like, I don't know how you guys made the 7-day login event slide where they put the standard banner pose in that shit. They should have dogged on that completely and say that how this is exactly like Genshin, but no, they didn't. It shouldn't be the standard anymore. Like.
Gotta get a life. Playing other games, I swear to God, that will help. Have something going on in your life, that will help. It will get you out of that. Like this bot clanker mentality, dude. So these.
Yeah, Legion will just always. Every time I hear somebody say play other games, I just remember Legion, man.
The creators, right? Yeah, Amethyst Abrams, Jada Lee.
This is not even an argument. It's not even up for a fucking debate. Let me show you what a normal do.
So basically, what he says here, a normal graph is going to round out. You're never gonna see this like spike up, right? It's never gonna slope up like a. I think he uses the like Tony Hawk Pro Skater reference, where it's like it's never gonna. It's as simple as every normal graph, no matter the size of the creator, will round out, right? As long as it's normal viewership, the graph.
To be fair, there was a time when I was doing a little bit more risky stuff, like it would be a little bit flat line, and then just all of a sudden spike, and that's because like YouTube was like watching the content to make sure that I am followed, because I was following like safety guideline rules and stuff like that. Then it like started recommending it because like what I was doing was actually interesting, but like it was very risky.
Itself will round.
But this is normal.
Out. You won't.
Normal for a trending video that is doing way better than average. This is like this ratio right here is the average that it will normally do. This is like overachieving.
You can still see an increase in viewership, right? That doesn't mean you won't get an increase in viewership. It just always ends up rounding out. Biggest creators on the planet, right? Round out, round out. He's using this example, Mr. Beast. Everyone knows.
See, this is what average look like. Normal.
Knows Mr. Beast. Round out, round out. Now, if we go over to the video in question, we see that spike. See how it rounded out at first? And then it just shoots straight up. That's not a.
Yeah, that's not normal. That's you never ever see that. That is not normal. I don't care what he say. Like that is just not normal whatsoever. It looks weird.
Thing. That's not how YouTube works.
That graph looks like the snowboarding game I played back in the
It says that's tricky.
gap. I can't remember if it was PS2 or it's the same thing here. Click
But look at this.
round out, right? How
No,
graphs
Age is a part of
Oh.
this as well.
That is not normal. That is definitely not normal.
And I'll get to that later.
Because all right, so these videos have to do with relevancy, right? So the moment they pull out videos out, so it wasn't not gonna be recognized by people. Are people gonna recognize it? It's gonna go up like this and start going this way, right? And then it start gradually going because like you already hit the main audience and you're just teetering. That's how it normally looks. This spike, it looks weird.
Later, because it. I mean, I'll just get to it now. Let's see. Right here, right? You see H tweeting. So she does tweet that it's most likely viewbot it. Okay, which is cool. But like before that, her tweet was, "This is now my biggest vid on my channel," and it's like this false sense of accomplishment. And then you find out it's viewbot it, and it's like, wow, okay, like,
Ooh.
that kind of growth, seeing like a video spike like that might low-key I'm not even like exaggerating, it low-key might change your career trajectory, right? Because it's like, damn bro, maybe I need to cover Woowa more because that popped off on my channel. And
Screw up. Damn. You're right. You're right. It will give us false incentive to think that maybe I should cover Wua more than I cover Hoyoverse games because it's gonna get way much more views compared to normal. While you'll still be getting the same amount of money you normally get, but you're under this false narrative that Wuthering's content is doing so much better than a Hoyoverse content. That's a great example.
and you're constantly trying to hit something that like is completely artificially inflated. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think any
But the thing is, how long are they gonna be doing this? How long are they gonna be viewbotting content creators?
of these creators did anything wrong. I'm sure this is all going on like without their knowledge. You know, it is scummy for the companies to do this though. Let that be known. That is it's incredibly scummy. Incredibly scummy. Shit. These if these companies are going to inflate your numbers like that, they can at least pay you at the rate of what they're inflating you.
Because it's not for you. It's not for you. It's to incentivize you to start producing more Wuthering's content because you're gonna be under the false narrative that Wuthering's is getting way more traction than it actually is. The only time Wuthering's get a lot of traction if they mention Hoyo. Only time. And I've said this multiple times. The reason why Wuthering's is just not gonna make it successfully like at a large scale is because Wuthering's is already supplying something that's already been supplied in the market. So it makes no difference.
That would be crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this tweet. And then he talks about her graph. I believe her graph just looks ridiculous. Was it? No, that's Amethyst Abrams' channel. Look at this shit.
That's a one-on-one video. That is insane. That video popped off. Like, I think this is natural. Naturally, it popped off because this is natural. But it popped off even more unnaturally. Unless there's just so much people like waiting for Wuwa content. Couldn't wait.
It looks so stupid. It's like normal viewership, it rounds out, and then it just spikes and just goes straight up, which is just unrealistic as fuck.
Alright, this is like Nvidia coming out with a new graphics card. Everybody's saying it's okay, not realizing the value of it. Then people actually realize the value of it, and then it spikes.
Oh my god.
Abram, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You telling me that they are Tony Hawk Pro Skating, but the biggest creators on the platform aren't Tony Hawk Pro Skating, and a mid-sized creator that's established like myself aren't doing it? There's always a bit of a weird situation here. Keep in mind, my slope right here is the very first 48 hours, the most powerful time period for a video to perform is the first 24 to 48.
This video is just full of educational purposes because that's exactly what I was saying. Like, this is when you get the most views out of your video. Then everything else is just like slowly gathering over time. You don't gain the second wind. All these videos are getting this imaginary second wind of like popularity. The only time I get that is if, like, say for example, Tectone. No, when Tectone reacted to my video, it didn't boost up as much because like that was the range of views I've been getting ever since. Like, it wasn't something that was outside of what I normally get in terms of views, but like that is some weird shit.
Hours after that, the round out occurs. What's weird here is that this is October 11th, right? October 12th. I mean, bro, this is days later popping off and just going up Tony Hawk Pro Skater mode,
which makes no sense.
The round out happened and then a spike occurred. That is undeniable evidence that this is just artificially inflated views.
You know, I have seen the 5-day thing happen, but not to like this scale where it's reaching 300K. I've seen that happen though. Like, even on my own channel where like I've uploaded something and like the third.
All right, like I don't need to take advantage of this. Like, views count, my channel is doing okay. I don't need to take advantage of this. Should I talk about the Wuthering 2.7 story fast so that I get view botted by Kuro? No. It's not gonna benefit me one bit. And if I get subscriber view botted, I don't even know that word, man. Like, and these Kuro defenders talk about me view, but I've never done view botting in my life or subscriber botting or anything like that. Nor do I even know where to go to get that done. Like, I want my channel to be authentic as possible because it means that the actual channel is legit. Like, doing it the way, even I have a lot of friends. I can tell my subscribers from my original channel to come and subscribe to here so I can pass the 1,000 subscribers. But I don't want to do that because like it will hurt the channel itself. I want people here at a channel that enjoy the actual content of the channel rather than just like to have people just come and just bloat up the channel, and then in the eyes of YouTube, the channel is starting doing much worse than it actually does, which would do bad monetization wise and stuff like that. I prefer channel growth the way it is right now, rather than to viewbot. It doesn't benefit me one bit. But this right here, this is insane. This is clearly because Wuwa want to incentivize these content creators to cover whatever ways, because they say, oh, it's getting a lot of views, so I should continue doing it. This doesn't help these big content creators one bit if they're not getting money from it. At least sponsor these content creators, Kuro, because you can.
Day it actually like hit algorithm, but I think I'm pretty sure that graph would still round out, but like I'll have to like check it later. But I guess it just never goes up and up and up and up and up and up. So yeah, I mean this.
Let me see if I can
If
go
you see
and find
this,
something. All right. See, I don't. Mine is like this. It's still that's how it looked normally, right? I am doing way over it, obviously, but I don't have that spike that you see on these videos. It's just not the same at all. It's completely different. And this is just an example. Like this is unnatural. It's up 100% view button.
it's not legit in some way.
In the forms of view botting, so on and so forth. Now, if you take this exact same creator, and click on any other video, round out, right? Oh, that's not good enough for you. Let's click on the one right before that. Give us some time to load. Come on, Unc, round out, okay? It doesn't matter what video you click on, unless it's artificially inflated, it's always gonna round out. This is just the nature of how graphs perform. It's the same thing here. Click on any other video. Click on this one right here, boom, round out. You see what I'm saying? So I think you guys get the point there. Now there's one more undeniable. This cannot be denied as compelling evidence, and it's in your analytics. So I have a video, 1,000 view video is going to get in turn in the form of like. I went into my YouTube studio and I said, maybe I got paid more off of it. No, I never got paid more off of it. Here is the graph of this video. Okay, I made $118. I'll just go ahead and tell you, for 270,000 views, I should have made like $800. But
yeah, he's not wrong.
Oh damn. So it was rebought that much then? That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Like,
all right, I was monetized on my other channel, right? I made this with way less views than this. Way less. Like, that's not good.
Even off of like 20k views, like I make a little bit less than that off of 20k views.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, goddamn.
So yeah, 270k should have been way more than that. But that's just the thing though. Like if you're a creator, you kind of know like what you're gonna get paid based off of like how well your video performs.
Made $118, and there's a massive variable on the screen right now that tells you this video has been compromised and artificially inflated in views. And this variable is what every single creator out there can look at to know how much they've been view botted. Okay, it's called YouTube advertising. Okay, YouTube advertising, it's quite interesting. And the reason I say it's quite interesting,
yeah, I've never gotten this under mine. Like, for me, most of mine come from either YouTube recommendation, YouTube search, channel page, others. Never this.
is because it will give you an absurd amount of views. 236,000 for this video in particular. Outside of that are my views, my actual views, right? So if we deduce that from 270, well, that means I'm really sitting.
So he's right. See, 23k views. So right around that ballpark.
At about 34,000 views, which means the rest of them were literally botted views or whoever the fuck they showed them to. I don't even know how they're counting them.
When it counts,
Facebook ad probably.
when it says YouTube advertising, does that also include if you are in an ad, right? If your video's in an ad, like in a Nanta ad or a
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Loki. I'm feeling like it's like used as ads. Like say for example, they just cut part of your video and like put it on like say Facebook. That with this person, like say Gotcha Smack, reacting to this particularly hype moment of the video, and it would like blast it on YouTube, and you say, "Oh, on Facebook," and it force somebody to say, "Okay, all right." All right, back in the
if you're
video.
like a Woo ad or something. I wonder if YouTube advertising goes towards that. I actually don't know.
Views.
Yeah, I don't think you get paid for that one bit.
I feel like they're showing gaming content to some hairdresser in Wisconsin that's never played a game in her life.
No, they wouldn't be doing that because they're really good at tracking your information and knowing target audience to advertise to. So they're likely sending to people that have some kind of interest in this.
Who the fuck knows? What I do know for a fact is that none of this ever gives me new subscribers, new comments, new likes, or even money. I don't get none of those above, and so the only other direction to look at is fake viewership, inflated viewership, fluff. It's just bullshit. It's just made to look nice.
No, stop interrupting me, bro.
I'm sorry. Bye bye.
Hey, boy.
Bye bye.
And
God damn
the
it.
thing is, if you want to know if any creator is artificially inflating their views, just tell them to click on the video, go right here, go to YouTube advertising, and you'll have your answer. You'll have that answer as clear as day. And you want to make sure they're not doing the last 48 hours, right? In the last 48 hours, this is not happening anymore. You want to look at the life of the entirety of the video since published, and it'll tell you how much of those views are coming from YouTube advertising. 270,000 views. Look at this goofy ass graph here, bro. It's like it rounded out. This is the round out period, right? This is from September 30th to September 3rd. So that was 4 days. In 4 days later, it decided to just go straight up to the moon where One Punch Man is, all right, holding his breath, and then go up to the moon some more. It's just like, brother. So like when I come back to this,
The weird Kakarot is like doing the Kamehameha to blast your video to the moon. All right, so yeah, that's undeniable evidence. But you know, as always within the toxic Wutherers community, they're gonna find some way to see the nuance in this and say this is somehow your fault.
I can tell you a surefire way. I'll literally tell you where the view botting began.
Yeah, cause okay, so it would just go. So if your video did hit a different demographic in the algorithm, it would go up and then round out, right? It wouldn't go up and then up again, and then up again, or like up again, and then like round
Yeah.
out. Like
This
it
entire
always, like, rounds out at some point, right? It never has
this entire thing looked like a rocket launch. It just blast off to the moon. Like all of a sudden, there's just so much hype behind whatever it is 2.7 story that it totally blast off anybody's reaction to the moon.
this fucking shape, right? It's the complete opposite of this.
And wait a minute, let me check back something. What was this video about? 1349, right? Is it good as it looks? This is actually holy shit, guys! This is not even Wuthering Waves. This is Anata. Anata is out here view botting, bro. Holy shit, bro. It's a good thing we went back in time to see that.
Or like up again, up again, up again, and then like round out. Like it
So it's not just Wuthering Waves that is viewbotting. Anata is also viewbotting, ladies and gentlemen.
always like rounds out at some point, right? It never has this fucking shape, right? It's the complete opposite of this, right? It would be like so. Okay, I mean, I don't know if that's undeniable. I'm sure
No, I'm not gonna do any Anata videos for the viewbotting because, as I said, it doesn't benefit me one bit.
someone in the comments is gonna be like, that doesn't prove anything, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the whole Kuro view botting situation. I mean, the views your game, your company produces should be natural, right? You shouldn't have to inflate those
That's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't.
views to try to hit certain numbers to appease investors, right? The game should speak for itself. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.
See, you can't do that. You can't make the game speak for itself. I don't think it's like to appease investors. I think it's to make these content creators or make other inspiring content creators look at it and see how much they're getting for views and decide that, okay, maybe it's good for me to go into the Wuthering Waves content because Wuthering Waves content produce more views. I've always said this, that Hoyoverse, no matter what, if you're doing non-drama content, right, you're gonna get more views on Hoyoverse side compared to Wuwa side, 100%. The only a few exceptions of really good content creators, Sweetie Lee, to be mentioned, Maggie, Rina. Those content creators on whatever side don't do drama but get good views. Everybody else will struggle. I've seen people trying to make whatever is content with like 1 view, 2 view, 3 view, 5 view, 20 views. Some depressing numbers. And that's because, and they're probably looking and wondering, why am I not getting as much views that people like Tech Tone or Saint Tontas and those kind of content creators? And that's because you look at the one key factor in all of their videos is that every single time it always mention Hoyo in a bad light. Every single time. It's just a community of people just waiting to circle jerk themselves on Hoyo bad. And this is why my content has existed, because I am here to make sure I call that shit out and make sure that they have something to think about, something to dream about. They want to complain that Hoyo is using AI when Wuthering Waves themselves come out in broad daylight 4K Ultra HD stating with a signature that they use AI in their game, and the people still deny that. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.